tough question for me. Influence behind cinema is all the great cinematographers who have been a part of this process in the country, outside the country. I think they've been a great influence to the process of filmmaking. And as we all know, we're all servants of cinema. Each day is an influence. Each day is memorable. Each day is learning. Each day is knowledge. And cinematography, by the very word, is all about capturing the right image at the right time, the right platform, the right theory. But above all of it is the eye. What you see, what you like, what you shoot. So if I like something, I shoot it. So then there is no theory, then there's no influence, there's nothing. If you like something, you just go and shoot it. And that's what I've been doing for the last 20 years of my life. Not really. I was not influenced, nor was I heavily into photography. But yes, bits and pieces of photography here and there did happen. But the jump from... I primarily come from the world of television. So I think television was a great influence at that point of time. But when I say that point of time, I think I am talking about 1999, 98, 99, 99. So that was a period which really allowed me to hone my skills as far as the world of television is concerned. And that's where I think I was able to balance out between what cinematography is to what cinematography was in terms of the real meaning behind what it really meant. Yeah. Every day is a learning. So whatever you see, and it's been a beautiful experience. When I say how do I train myself, I train myself on the job. I train myself on everyday experiences. As in when you travel across, you wherever from point A to point B, you're seeing things unfold, and I think I allow that to be a part of the process. That I often make sure that becomes a part of the process when I start shooting. I've never assisted anybody, I've never been to a film school, but yes, created a space that I thought was good enough for me to explore the world of cinema, explore the world of cinematography, and that's what I've been doing till date. Explore, keep exploring, keep experimenting, keep looking at light, keep feeling it, and going on. That was a public service film, I remember. A very dear friend of mine, I come from Goa, so a very dear friend of mine who was a schoolmate, Budroy Barreto, who happens to be an able director now, and so I got to know that he was a part of this process, and I approached him, and he was kind enough to give me a promo for a serial on Sony TV or something, if my memory serves me right. And then once that was done and he saw that it really looked good, he offered me a public service film. He says, why don't you try this, and why don't you get onto celluloid? By then I'd read about what celluloid was, understood the theory behind what the celluloid, the platform did, understood what the spectrum was, understood what a film was, and jumped into it, and that was the beginning to this process called filmmaking for me. Most important, the storyline. That I think is the foundation behind any of us. I mean, any cinematographer would probably dream of a project where he's able to, get close to what the story is all about, how he's able to narrate that story in the meaning, in the way that he'd like to do it, or as a matter of fact, in the manner that the director would envision it to be. So I think is a high for any cinematographer, to be able to communicate what he has in mind through through the visuals that the director would like to showcase or portray, I feel. Well, my last film was an interesting film. The film primarily, the basis of the film was female infanticide. Quite close to my heart because it was dark. It was extremely dark, deep, held on to a moment. It spoke about this very, very, very horrendous, horrible situation that's engulfed parts of Punjab, Rajasthan, Haryana, where the girl child is killed before she's born. And that, I think, was quite a challenging film, quite an intriguing film in that sense, yeah. So I was fortunate enough to have gotten that film to shoot as a cinematographer, and this is a 2-year-old story, yeah. As I said, lighting style, I don't have any lighting style. I don't believe in any lighting style because, as I said, what I see, if I like it, I go ahead. I don't really complicate it too much. And cinematography, as I said, is about uncomplicating situations. Lighting, keep it as simple. Oh, all of them. We are in. It's a beautiful profession. You're painting with light. We're all painters. We're all painters. We all love to paint with light. We all love to create images which leave us, enthralled. And I think that should keep us all going. The very idea behind creating those visuals, which can allow us to go back in time and say, okay, yeah, this is something that I created for the entire society. As we're all, as I mentioned earlier, we're all servants of cinema. Intuitive, yes. That is only when you learn is when it becomes intuitive, right? If you don't learn, well, where do you get that? So you need to keep learning on the job. You need to, as I begun by saying, it's all about feeling that moment. It's about feeling that situation. It is not about those 10,000 lights. It's not about that frame, but it is about how you can contribute. What do you see of that frame? What do you see of that light? If the light can create all the magic within the frame, then you have something that you're saying, because at the end of the day, you are trying to communicate a story. If you don't have a story and if you have a visual, well, that makes no sense. It's a visual medium, yes, but at the end of the day, it's all about storytelling. The story and the visuals don't go in tandem. You're in difficult territory. Then what are you trying to communicate? So that remains a question mark. Yes, it is intuitive, but also there again is there a lot to learn, a lot to explore, a lot to experiment, which is what I keep saying a trillion times. Cinematography is all about experimenting, all about getting it right, and also many times not getting it right. Every single day, making a mistake where there are no lights. I just don't believe in the theory that yes, you do need a truckload of lights, and many a times it's just a blunder. That what do you do with so many lights? How does it really help you create an image? How plastic can it get? How artificial can it get? To me, most of the times I'm unlighting images. I'm not lighting them because I don't know what that light does, and I don't know where it goes and how it behaves. So yeah, many times it's a blunder at my end, almost all the times. Oh, there's nothing called a dream project. Every day is a dream project. So you're aspiring to do your best. So anything that comes your way, you want to give it your best. And I think that's a dream project. Like today, when I get to shoot, I think I'm on a set. I'm able to explore. I'm able to experiment. And I think that's a dream. That's a dream that you, me, all of us are aspiring cinematographers. So am I, so are you, so is anyone who believes in cinematography, who believes in the world of imagery, is a cinematographer, photographer, whatever you call it. But the very idea behind dreaming, the very idea behind creating that space that you and I, all the entire society that believes in this, feels enthralled, nothing better than that.